Mr. Mohammed Faisal of Standard 8, and today I am standing here for giving a short presentation on the chapter Square and Square Roots. So before starting, I would like to request you that if there will be any mistake, then please forgive me. So first point is a square. In this chapter, the starting is also a square. So first of all, we would have to get idea what is a square. Then a square is the number obtained by multiplying a number itself is called a square of that number. Then example is that 2. Suppose that number is 2 and we are asked to find the square of 2. Then what we have to do? It's a process that we will have to multiply same number, means we will have to multiply the number square we have to find by itself. Means suppose that number is 2, means we have to find the square of 2. Then we will also have to multiply the number with 2 because the both number will be same, so that the square can be found. 2 into 2 will be 4 or 2 square. So it is the square of 2. Now suppose that number a, and we have to find the square of a. Then a will be multiplied to a because they will be same. Then the square will be found. A into a we will multiply, then we will get a square, and this is the square of a. Now the second point which we have to learn is perfect square number. Perfect square number is that natural number which is a square of other natural number. Means suppose a natural number, means we are squaring a natural number, then the number which is found, that is perfect square number. Example as 1, 4, 9, 64. Why these are the examples of perfect square? Because 1, we can easily get the means root under values of perfect square. And if we are asked to get the square root of 1, then 1 into 1. It means 1 into 1 or 1 square will be, the value will be 1. It means it is the perfect square of these two means natural numbers. Now the next example I would like to give of 4 is equal to 2 into 2 or 2 square. Then the 2 into 2 will multiply 2 into 2, then we will get the result 4. It means it is the perfect square of 2 square. It means after finding this value, we will get the result as 4. And these both are means we are multiplying these two numbers, then they are also natural number. And in the definition we are looking at which is the square of other number. Means we will multiply, then we will get the result, and that is the square, a perfect square. And now the next is 9. Then if we are asked to find the numbers which make 9 as perfect square, will be 3 into 3 is equal to 9. Means 9 is a perfect square because of these two numbers. Now the next point, I would like to say that, in other words, if you are not understanding this definition, then according to this definition, in other words, we can say that perfect square is an integer. Means perfect square is an integer only when, means there is also criteria, and only when it is a square of other positive numbers. It means if there will be a square of other number and together they come, then only a perfect square can be formed. Now the next point I am going to teach is some important points related to a square. Means there are some of the points which are related to a square, and we have to learn what are the points and what are the important points which is related to a square. So the first is a square of an even number will be even. It means if I am going to find the square of an even number, then the result or the square will be even. And a square of an odd number will be odd. It means if I am going to find a square of an odd number, then obviously I will get the result that will be also odd. Example as 2 square. 2 square means 2 is a even. 2 is even number, and when I am squaring it, then I am getting the result as 4. Then we are looking at 2 is also even, and the result or the product which I have got, that is also even. So according to the first point, we can say that if we are finding the square of an even number, then the result will be also even. And when we are finding the square of an odd number, then the result will also be odd. Example as 3 square. It is an odd number, 3 is odd number, and when I am getting the square, then it becomes 9. That is also odd number. So the next point is the number ends with odd number of zeros, then it can't be, or it can never be a perfect square. As just before I have told about the perfect square. So there is a criteria of perfect square is that if a number ending with 0, suppose it is a number and ending with odd number of zeros, means one is odd and there is one zero, it means it is ending with 0, then it can never be a perfect square. So someone means anyone can ask that is this a perfect square? Then by looking this end, we can say that no, it can't never be a perfect square.
Odd number of zeros.
Means because it is odd number of zeros. Now the next is the number ending with 2, 3, 7 or 8 can never be a perfect square. It means suppose there is a number suppose this is a number and at last the number or the unit place is taken by 2, then if I will ask that is it a perfect square, then directly we can say no, because according to the second third criteria we can say that 2, 3, 7 or 8 means if a number contains 2, 3, 7 or 8 at its unit place or at the ending, then it can never be a perfect square. Now the next point is the sum of a positive the positive difference of a square of two consecutive positive integers is equal to the sum of the two numbers. Then we are looking that there are two numbers. One is the greater and one is smaller, and their difference is 1. Means one is the greater by 1 and one is smaller by 1. So when we have to find its value, then according to this, there means to find the result. We have to find the result. Then the result will be the add, means the addition of the square and this square, means the 36 and 37 and 36. Then when we will add, then the result will be 73. It means this will be the result of this answer. We will not subtract here. We will directly add that number. Now the next is Pythagorean triplets. Triplets means 3. Tri means 3. And in this we have also read about 3 speciality of that number. Then if there are 3 natural numbers, suppose there are 3 numbers. First is x, second is y, and third is z. Such that x square plus y square plus z square means it is a formula or it is a means equation in which we have to put the values. Where x is equal to 2m. Means at the place of x we will have to put 2m, means 2 times of m, and y is equal to m minus 1 and z is equal to m square plus 1. Then example I am giving, let x is equal to 6, means at the place of x we are putting 6. We are assuming x as 6. Then we have to put means we have to take x is equal to 2m. Then 2m is equal to 6. Therefore, to find the value of m, 6 will be divided by 2 and the result will be 3. Now we have to find the value of m, means x. Now the second, we have to find the value of y. Then according to this, y square means y is equal to m square minus 1. Means we have to find the value of m is equal to 3. Then just we have to put at this place. M square minus 1. M square means 2 times of m. Then 3 square means 3 3s are 9. 9 and minus 1 is equal to 8. Answer. Any problem? Now the z. We have to find the value of z. Then the first means according to this, z is equal to m square plus 1. Means the value of m will be get 2 times and plus 1. Then m square is equal to
m will be multiplied 2 times.
2 times means itself means the square of m will be there. Then m square is equal to 3 square. Then we have, because m is 3 and m square is equal to 3 into 3 is equal to 9. 9 plus, and it is the 1. Then 9 plus 1 is equal to 10 answer. Means these are, at last we can say that here 6, 8 and 10 are Pythagorean triplets. Now one can ask that what are the triplets in this? Then the triplets will be 6, because 2m is there. 6, 8 and 10 will be the triplets, Pythagorean triplets. The square root. If m and n are two numbers such that m is equal to n square, therefore m is the square of n and n is the square root of m. It means suppose there are two numbers, they are m and n. So here m is equal to n square, means m is the square of n and n is the square root of m. In the next also there is m is the square of n, means the value of n is the square of m, and n is the square root of m. So example as if 4 is equal to 2 square, it means 4 is the square of 2 and 2 is the square root of 4. Here also 4 is the square of 2, I have just tell 4 is the square of 2, means 4 is the 2 times of 2 and 2 is the square root of 4. And so if we are asked to find the square root, then just will give this sign. This sign is of square root. Then when we will put it, then 4 is equal to root under 2 square. It means 2 square will get cut and the 2 will there. That will be the answer. Now the next means there are mainly two methods of finding square root. That is prime factorization method or long division method. So this was means about square root. Now the next point is unit digits of the square of numbers ending with 1 and 9. Means in this we will get that if the unit digit of a number, suppose there is a number 11, suppose 11 is the number and the unit digit of this number is 1. Then when we will square it, then what will be the answer? What will be the unit digit of square root? Suppose here 1 and 9. 1 and 9 are two numbers if they are the ending digits, and when we will square it, then the result or the unit digit of the result will be 1. Example as 11 square. 11 is being squared, then the result will be 121. And here we are looking that 1 is at the unit digit of the question and 1 is also at the unit digit of the answer or the result. So according to this we can easily find or easily write the answer. And suppose 9, then this is 19 square, means at the unit place 9 is there, and when we will square it, then then 1 will come at the unit place, and then in the answer also we are looking that at the end or the unit place 1 has taken. Now 2 and 8, means if there is 2 and 8 will be, means in question 2 and 8 will be at the unit place, then in the result the unit digit will be 4 as 12 at the unit digit 2 has taken the place of unit digit, then at the result 4, means according to this 4 will come, and in the answer also 4 is there. Now the next 3 and 7 will be there, then the unit digit will be 9. Example as 13, then 13 will be squared, then the result will be 169, and at the unit place 9 is there. 17 also. This is 17, and when we will square 17, then 289 will be the result, and in 289 the unit digit is 9. Now the next is 4, 6. When there will be 4 and 6 at the unit place of the question, then in the answer the unit place will be 6. Then example as 14. 14 is the number, and at the unit there is 4, and when it is squared, then it becomes 196, and in 196 there is also 6 at the unit place. And 16, at the unit place of this question is the place has been taken by 6, and when we are squaring it, then the result is 256, and in the answer also the unit place is taken by 6. So according to this, if there will be 4 and 6, then the unit digit of the result will be 6. And 5, if there will, the number or the unit digit of question will be taken by 5, then the answer or the result will be also 5. Suppose example as 15 square. At the unit place there is 5, and when we are squaring it, then 225 is the result, and at the unit place 5 is there. And last is 0. When we are squaring 0, or we are then 0 will be there, and at the last there will be also 0. Example as 10. At the unit place of this is 0, and when we are squaring, then 100 is the result, and at the unit place of 100 there is 0. So this was all about this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, and subscribe to DPOJ classes.